Hey guys, what's up? I'm Daniel and welcome to DLM Model Lifestyle, where we give you the best tips on grooming, style, fitness and the modeling life. Now if you're new to the channel, please subscribe so that you won't miss anything new. And in this video we're going to talk about how to look good in photos for men, and we are starting right now. Alright, so there's a couple of tips that you can do to take better photos. Now, number one is the light. The light is the most important thing when it comes to taking photos. Like right now, I'm standing in front of a big window, right? So the light comes in, everything is clear. But let me turn the camera around and you see how it looks. If I turn around, focus on my face, you see how that just looks terrible, right? Even if I turn it to the side, you can see the light coming in here, but then this side is very dark. So when you're indoor, stand in front of the window where the light is better. Now if you're outdoor, it's better to try and take the photos in the shade, because the sunlight is not so strong on your face and the light is a lot better. Never take photos in direct sunlight, because you'll get all these kind of shadows here in your face and that really looks terrible. So what you want to do is take photos when the sun is at the back of your head and not the front. The second tip is grooming and style. With the right grooming and with the right styling, it's just a little bit of effort, but you can look so much better in photos. Tip number 3 is your posture and the angles together. What do I mean? Well, it depends on if you're a bigger guy, got a lot of muscles, or if you're slim and skinny, right? If you're bigger, you want to have this posture of really bringing these shoulders a little bit back, standing up straight, and just look a lot better. If you're posing, your face and your shoulders and your chest, everything goes together. They work together as a team. So it's really good to look straight onto the camera, but also the angles of your face. Look a little bit down, or a little bit up, especially if you look far away, all right? But if you're a skinny guy, what you want to do is you can move a lot more than the bigger guys and you won't look strange. So what I mean is you can change and play with the angles, right? You can stand like this and you can walk, and you can do a lot more because you won't look so weird. You can tilt a little bit back with your back and look at the camera and look there, and you can try all these kind of interesting and different angles. You can even bring the hands up and you can play around and you can do everything that's kind of weird and interesting, and it fits in with you a lot more. It's a little bit more closer to high fashion modeling, where it's more interesting, right? Now the angles of your body is always like 45 to the camera and 45 left, right? If you missed my video for male model poses for beginners, go check it out so you can learn about these angles. And then for your face, if you look straight to the camera, sometimes it's better to tilt your head a little bit down, like that. And to the side too, like that. Or this way. But play around with the angles, see what works best with your face type and your body type. That's something that you have to do, and I cannot explain to you how to do that. Just play around and see what works. And that takes us to the fourth tip, facial expressions. Now, some guys look good by being very friendly and smiley and everything is just all good, right? And some guys look better when they are more serious, right? But even though you have these expressions, there's a lot that you can do with your eyes. So I'm gonna do some of these expressions. Let's start with the basic ones where it's kind of the cool look, right? So what you want to think about while you do this pose is just think about something that looks really cool, or I don't know, you use your imagination, right? So you look somewhere and you're more serious, right? But now you play with your eyes, so you make your eyes stronger. So you do this. You see the difference in how your eye looks, right? So you can play around with your eyes a lot to give a better impression. If you look friendly, you do the same thing. You just smile a little bit and look at the camera, but don't always look at the camera. Look away a little bit, you know, and just be friendly and think about things that make you happy. That's how you have these facial expressions that are natural, because it is how you are really like, right? That's what you want to do. So look somewhere, think about things that make you happy, even if that's food. For me, sometimes I think about my family that I miss back home. Because doing modeling, you have to travel a lot and far, and I don't see my family a lot. So I think about them sometimes, and it makes me happy, right? Being happy never goes out of style, but use the expressions that works the best with you, with your face type, and with your kind of look, all right? All right, my fifth tip is editing. You can edit your pictures to make it look a little bit better, you know? Like Afterlight and Facetune, those kind of stuff. Just download the app, you can edit it, but don't go just crazy, you know? It needs to look natural. I mean, there's a lot of fake stuff out there that's just fake, you know, and people trying to be someone who they are not, and you don't want people to like your photos or like your picture, but it doesn't even look like you, right? So keep it nice, keep it natural. So I would only use it if I'm at a very dark place, and how it looks on the phone is not how it looks in real life, right? So I would edit it so that it looks natural. That's what you want to do. Especially on Instagram, there are these people who edit everything. They make their butts bigger, they make their shoulders bigger, they just go crazy. And so you never know what is real on Instagram anymore. Don't do that. People want things that are real. There's too many fake stuff. People like things that are real, that is true. So focus on that. All right, let's go to tip number 6. If someone else is taking the picture, ask them to count it down, you know, because sometimes there's someone who wants to take the picture and you guys are ready and they're just standing and busy with focusing, and they're just figuring it out, but everybody is waiting, and they have their facial expressions, and then with time, it's gonna, you lose it. Yeah, it's like you know those pageants when the girls start out and they smile and it looks nice and natural, right? But after a while, they've been walking on the stage for a while, they get tired. So you can see when the natural drops to being abnormal and weird, right? So it's natural, smiling, and then it's this kind of weird face. So that is what happens if you don't ask someone to tell you the exact moment when they take the picture. So when they take the picture, they have to say, okay, 1, 2, 3, done. My 7th tip is the background. The background is so important. It needs to fit in with your style, right? So let's say the background here is more corporate, right? So if I put on this kind of jacket, it looks better because now it fits in, right? So if I take a photo in here, it will be okay, right? If I just change the angle a little bit. So if I would stand here with the jacket and with the background, it will be a lot better. So you can just play around with the expressions and you can take the photo. So the background is very important. Sometimes you want an interesting background because it shows people who you are and your personality. It's not just boring and fake. So you can walk in the street, or you can walk in the road and take some photos as well, especially if you're in a different country. Here the sun is the best. See that? Here it's terrible. Woo. Sometimes a clean, clear background like this is also cool. All right, my 8th tip is be natural, just be normal, be you. All right? Oh my goodness, I cannot say that more. I've seen some of the YouTube videos, and some of these poses, it looks so fake and unnatural. Even when the people are walking, it's like a weird kind of strange walk, or they fake it and they look so stiff. What you want to do is just be who you really are in real life and take that shot. Nothing is better than that. So if you just stand, you know, stand and smile and take the picture. If you walk somewhere and you look, do it the way you would really do it. Don't be too stressed about being perfect and having the perfect shot. And there's people who are so obsessed with it, it's like crazy. So when you take photos, don't just take photos of you all the time with selfies, just you, because for other people you look like you're obsessed with yourself. So Take photos with people, show the backgrounds, show where you are, what are you doing, what's going on in your life, make it more interesting. There are millions of people out there that take selfies and photos of themselves every day, right? But what makes you different from everybody else? It's your life, it's your story, because you are unique and there's nobody else out there like you. Alright, okay guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and then I'll see you in the next video.